Soldiers flee as Boko Haram killed 15 members of JTF and 5 soldiers and 10 civilians in Borno State. No fewer than 30 people have been reportedly killed by Boko Haram terrorists in Borno State in last night's attack on Ajiri village in Mafa local government area of Borno State. According to reports, the terrorists overran an army base in Ajiri village and also attacked civilians around the security area. The terrorists engaged the soldiers in a gun battle that lasted for hours before overpowering the soldiers eventually. Some of the soldiers were reported to have fled Ajiri to Mafa for safety. Okay, the 30 persons that have been killed comprise of 15 members of the Civilian Joint Task Force, 5 soldiers and 10 civilians. Wow. The terrorists carted away with 5 vehicles, 3 from vigilantes, one gun truck from the military and 1 vehicle from Civilian Joint Task Force. Indeed, this is becoming very scary. The attacks from terrorists on soldiers and civilians are becoming too incessant and calls for more proactive measures to be taken by the federal government. Wow, okay, I mean, not to sound anything, but this is it. This is where Nigeria is going, and is Nigeria beyond repair? Because I don't know, what can we do? I mean, no one is, especially in the north. I even think that even if the south were going to protest or make noise about what is going on and literally try to get our voices heard, the northern part of the country is not on board when these kind of things happen. I don't know what, I would like to know the mind of a northerner, because again, I think it's scary to live in the north, and I just think that fear is not necessarily reflected in how the north handles the situation. I'm not talking about northern leaders or the people who speak on behalf of the north. I'm talking about like what is the view of an average northerner? How do they think of these things? What is their mind? Are they afraid? How do they think they're gonna survive? Like, these are questions we need to ask. Or do they take their lives or security seriously, or have they lost hope? Because I think to just call them dormant is just a bit. No human being is dormant, especially when your rights are being taken away from you consistently. There's the expectation that it will get to a point where they have no choice but to revolt against what is going on. But it seems like it's not happening. And what else? What else can you do? At the end of the day, we're so divided where it's like each man for himself. But if the North wants any change, they're gonna have to protest. I don't know. I don't understand why there's no protest. I mean, again, I think a lot of us fear death, which I think is like, okay, like in the North, your probability of dying is so high. You literally cohabit with terrorists, factions of ISIS. You are literally cohabiting. I mean, they are in your backyard and you're scared of death. It sounds very much, like insensitive and all that. But the fact is, what are you then going to do about it? Are you just going to wait till you die? Are you just going to, what are they planning to do about it? Because at the end of the day, when situations like this happen, the Southerners normally, are the ones to be vocal about things, but they're not as vocal, as one might assume the intensity of the situation is. But then again, is it their responsibility when the people themselves are not, or the victims themselves are not, seeing or fighting that, they're victims? Again, it's like if somebody can't realize how violated they are, no matter how external support is, they're not going to realize it and it wouldn't be effective. So it's like, again, the South has always been the ones, proactive in these cases. But now, things are happening in the South. The South cannot afford to protest for themselves and protest for other people who are willing and able to protest. I mean, come on. When it comes to elections, the northern people, they stack themselves up. I'm not saying that we should not, put blame on the government. At the end of the day, for us to be united and actually tackle the government, we have to be united and have a single goal in front. We need to go as a single. Am I just even rambling at this point? Are they even listening? I mean, we're just too divided. And it's like, if you want the country to divide, am I going to have to wait? Because nobody has time. I'm not waiting for you to realize how violated you are. I'm not waiting for you to realize what is going on, because your time that you're wasting is at the expense of my own time and my own future and my own activities and what I want to do. So it's like, we have got to provoke these people, because again, we really have got to provoke these people, because again, it's like, what is going on? And again, they're populist. It's not as if they can't go out and protest. They can, because when it comes to elections and campaigns, they will be there full force supporting people that, for baseless reasons, to be very honest. So it's like, as much as, you know, things are going on, I'm not saying the South is perfect in any kind of way, but at least to a large extent, we would not let things like this slide. It just is what it is. Comment here says, soldiers, they run away from there and get active down here. What else do we call cowardice? All right. Somebody says, consider weaker, strongest. Okay. Someone says, you guys should confirm the truth. If you have any relatives over there, then making irrelevant comments here. No matter how much strong training you received, can you fight someone with cutlass and you're holding just a knife? Impossible. Please think before you make comments. Well, at the end, Nigeria has lost too much. We have lost too much. We've given too much for us to be like this. If you are not, what is going on? If you feel like your equipment are not doing the right thing, you as an army, you understand your place. Except that there's a kind of mind control. But fam, request for, like, then strike, because at this point, what do you want? What's the plan? Because it's like, okay, fine, we understand we're ill-equipped to fight, you know, intense forces, but again, it's like, what are they doing? Like, are they going to? Because again, it's not even like, it sounds harsh, but then the military and the people are not in a good place. So it's not even a thing of, okay, fine. This is sad. This is very, very sad. But yeah, somebody says, so that explains why they can kill unarmed youths in the South at will. Since they are only looking for those they can kill, it's shameful. Again, we know it's not news to us. We know that these people are here to kill. We know these things. The question is, what do we plan to do about it? That is it. Like, what do you actually plan to do about it? No one's doing anything. At the end of the day, you can't force it. When Nigeria is ready to fight, they're ready to fight. You know, like, at this point, when we are ready to go, we are. At this point, you can't force it. You literally cannot force it. So yeah, it just is what it is. And it's obviously sad, but what else can you do? In the North, the killings are going on. In the South, killings are going on. Every region for themselves. They have to get their own security, and they have to, you know, do what they can. So put what you think about it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.